Hi, this is Tim from Uniform. In this video, I'll be showing you how we connect Uniform Optimize to Contentstack, the headless CMS. So we will be doing this through our starter kit website. So this website is currently running locally on my machine, so I can show you some stuff. Once this is built and put to Netlify or Vercel or wherever, it's actually a Jamstack website. And so this is a fictional conference talk website or a conference called Uniform Conf. And in here, we kind of build stuff for you to see how personalization can work. So we have talk tracks for developers, we have talk tracks for marketers and stuff like that. And based on what the user's behavior is on the website, the content will change, right? So this header here will change based on your behavior. And the talks for you will also change on your behavior. So currently we didn't do any sort of thing on the site, so this is all default stuff. But let's say I enjoy developer talks, so I'll go there. So there is a component here, and normally on a real website there's a whole bunch of other stuff about the developer talk track. So now when I go home again, I actually see, hey, there's a developer hero now, because we tracked with Uniform that you liked that developer page. And so you had the intent to be a developer, and there was a signal based on your click that we now track and know, hey, this person likes developer stuff. You can also see that this component changed and it became personalized talks for you, right? So it's mainly developer related and a bit of marketing, right? But now let's go to marketing. So here we have marketer content. So when I now go back home, we have a score of 50-50 equal. Right? And we just show the first one because that was your first interest. But let's say I go to marketers again, click on the homepage. Suddenly, marketers had more points than developers. So we're showing you marketer hero. And also these talks that are personalized for you are now actually also more marketer driven. So in the next bit, I'll go over to the Uniform application where we create those intents and those signals and things like that, and I'll go into that a little bit. And after that, I'll show you how the content is taken from Contentstack based on the intents that we see, or that the things that people do. Like for developers, we need to take the variation of the component for developers. So let's roll. This is the Uniform app. And as you can see, this is where we actually register our intents and signals. And the ones we just spoke about were actually developer and marketer, right? So I create a person that has an intent of being interested in being a developer. And then when they go to a page, a signal is sent. So the signal that we have is actually type behavior. So you go somewhere and we track that. And you can give a specific strength for the calculation to it. And this one is actually very simple, so we won't go in too deep for now. And we have the same for marketers. However, there's also different ones that we didn't go in, but I'll quickly show you. We have a call for papers campaign that is sent out as an email. And then when you click on actually write down the call for papers, you can actually get a query selector. And based on the query selector, we can also personalize something for you. And then yet another one is the conference registration. Once you have registered, we have actually created a cookie for the fact that you have registered. So when you then come back to the conference page, we know you have registered and we will show you the right content. So nothing is more annoying than when you have a ticket for something and the web page doesn't know that you already have a ticket, right? So that's what this will do. So now let's have a look how this connects in Contentstack. So this is our stack in Contentstack. As you can see, we have a bunch of content types and you can already see some personalization stuff. But let's first start with how we track the behavior of a user, right? So let's go to the pages and then to the developers page, because here is when we track what a user is and what their intent is, right? And so we added a component here. Okay, so let's look at that component. And what you see now, it's loading for a bit. There's actually a uniform bit here because we have an extension that you can find here, extensions. We added a custom field. And that custom field has a bunch of tags for us that signify the intent that we had in our Uniform app from previous, right? So the intent tag for this component, when this is loaded, is in fact developer. So with this, we will know as Uniform that this component is there for interested people in development, right? And we actually have the same if we go to the marketers page. There's also a component, and this component actually has the marketer intent tag. Okay, so that base, that's how we track. And so now let's see how it works when we actually go to that page, the home page, where we personalize that hero. Right, so when you go to the home page, we again have our home page hero, and you see there's the content type personalized hero. So when we open this guy, you actually see that this one component, the homepage hero, which is this big guy here, actually has a bunch of references to other components that are called hero, right? So personalized hero is kind of a wrapper around all the heroes that can possibly be shown. So welcome to Uniform Conf is if I didn't have any intents, it's this one. When I click on developers and go home again, you actually see developer hero, right? So now it's actually showing developer hero. And so when we open one of those components, you can see that these heroes also have the intent tag developer or marketer or whatever. So this basically means that Uniform in the code can connect, okay, we have an intent that is developer because somebody visited that page, we tracked it. And then on the home page, we load all the components because on the home page, we have actually loaded, here we go, the hero for the home page. But we load all of them. We have all the variations. And then based on the intent tags that we've seen that match up, we actually show you that component. And this is how simple it is. It's a little bit of content modeling, and you're basically just connecting variations of a component as a subcomponent, and in the code, the magic happens. But this is not a video for the code. We'll do that another time, but this is kind of how it all connects up. And so the cool thing is when you make a Jamstack website, on build, it's dynamic, right? So we query all those variations that you see here. They are all in your JavaScript bundle, and it's not big. There are like 4 fields there. That's almost nothing. But then when we do some tracking on the page behavior, we have all the information there because in the code, we also have all the information about what type of intents exist. We have this because on build, we query our own Uniform API to get all the intents in JSON, and then we can just mix and match because all the information is there. So this is how you do personalization on a Jamstack website. So Jamstack just became dynamic. Anyways, this was everything for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.